All right, I think my commentators will be in here shortly, but hello everybody. I am sloaters27. I'm going to be showing you a Super Metroid any percent no major glitches run. My run will also be followed by my commentator Exact Science with low percent ice, which is also a very cool run. So very excited to be here for the Super Metroid block. But hope everyone is doing well and enjoying the marathon so far. And there are my lovely commentators, Exact Science and the Hockey Towner. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, Sloaters, thanks so much, and thank you very much to Eden for putting this on.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this hockey. How about you?
You know, I've been waiting all day and some of the night for it, Exact. I'm really fired up to see my favorite Super Metroid runner in my favorite vanilla Super Metroid category.
Aw, thanks, Hockey. Well, let's not make you wait any longer. Let's get it started in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
We're off.
So this is any percent, and Sloaters will be doing a very, very interesting route in any percent. It's currently the fastest route. But Exact, I've never seen a single minute of this game. I know nothing about it other than that, what I just said. So can you kind of fill in the blanks for me a little bit?
Sure. So, the any percent category, obviously it's are no major glitches as much as that is a contentious term in the community. Trying to beat the game without like glitching the big stuff as quickly as possible. There are two routes. There's the one that's like the intended boss order that a lot of people start with, but what Sloaters is running here actually does the second boss first in order to get the gravity suit early. And that lets her go through the game only having to pass through Norfair once, which combined with everything else can save up to about 90 seconds or so, like a minute and a half over the other route.
So from a speedrunning standpoint, definitely worth it to attempt that faster but more difficult route. And speaking of faster, you see Sloaters is escaping from the Sirius station. This is kind of like, I guess would you call this a tutorial, Exact?
A prelude, maybe.
A prelude to all the things we're going to learn about how to move Samus through each room as fast as possible. As Sloaters and Samus make their way down to the surface of the planet Zebes, going to be finding all sorts of exciting items, but not the least of which important is the morphing ball and the first missile pack. That's kind of how all Super Metroid vanilla speedruns start. Is Sirius Station escape, land on Zebes, go down to Old Brinstar, which will be very familiar to you, Nestroid fans, M1 fans out there.
Yeah, it's like there's without going out of bounds or doing other like very strange things. Basically, you have to get bombs and your first pack of the other ammo to like really do anything. But once you do that, Super Metroid's really cool because it just opens right up and you can take many different paths. We see here something appears to have happened to Slitter's game and seems to be falling very slowly down the climb shaft. You might think that if you don't watch a wide variety of Super Metroid speedrunners, but Sloters is actually one of the holdouts of the non-moonwalkers. She does not use it, therefore does not moonfall. I believe she has the best time. Does she have the best time of a moonwalker, non-moonwalker hockey? Do you know?
I think she has to at this point, and if she doesn't, you know what, she does. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, the fastest is our hearts, and isn't that what matters?
It is, yeah. Sloaters is the people's champion.
All right. So yeah, as we see here, this is going to be the same as basically every other category. RBO might do a little bit of like weird different stuff here, but not hugely. Every other category is just going to do the same thing. And so this sequence of rooms here is awful. It's one of the worst sequences of rooms in the entire game.
Tough one.
And
Whew.
yes, very nice pitless from Sloaters there. And we are going up doing the wall jump climb. Be still, maybe Descartes.
Oh my gosh. Man, Sloaters, I saw you were streaming some any percent, doing some de-rusting, but the rust never even accumulated. That was a terrific series of rooms.
I wouldn't go that far, Hockey, but I appreciate the sentiment.
I've always said that the climb, the wall jump, whether the wall jump or the just defend or behemoth climb using, ledge grabs, it separates the new runners from the seasoned veterans, and Sloaters is definitely no stranger to this game. But now something exciting is going to happen because we have our first mini boss fight against Bomb Terizo, which has its own strategy for perfect execution and fastness.
Yeah, so Bomb Terizo has 800 HP. Your P shots do 20, your missiles do 100. You have to fire your P shots in increments of 4 because if BT goes under 100 HP, then you get to see Hockey's favorite part of the fight, the decapitation animation. So as you can see there, Sloaters made sure to score the last hit on Bomb Terizo with a missile, taking him straight from 100 to 0, saving about a second, skipping that.
I do love to see missing out on the decapitation animation. It's all about saving the frames.
Yeah,
gotta save some time.
Sorry for stealing your thunder there, Hockey.
Oh no thunder stolen. I don't have it trademarked or anything. And as we'll probably be hearing it later on in the run, I definitely stole Yahtzee from the Yahtzee company, but that's beside the point.
So wait, you're now the official trademark holder of Yahtzee?
No, quite the opposite. I'm one cease and desist letter away from never calling it that ever again.
I was about to make that same joke, Hockey, but you beat me to it.
They say idiots think alike, Sloaters. I love chat. Hasbro, please. Oh my goodness. So we're moving now from Criteria, which is the surfaces epics, down into Green Brinstar. And Sloaters did have to farm up that extra missile. This is the first major sequence break of the game. This is the early Supers mock ball, so-called because Sloaters is able to maintain her run speed in ball form. Beautiful damage boost off of that waiver there, I should say side hopper, and picking up the early Supers missile pack, avoiding an entire mini-boss fight exact. How exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Unfortunately, taking a little bit of extra damage there. She was trying to kill that waiver because it's nice to get a drop there. Either a missile or health is great. She actually also had kind of a lucky moment entering early Supers there. She took a hit from that Zila before killing it, and so wasn't at full health and wasn't guaranteed a missile drop, but got it and was able to open the door.
That's some good stuff. You want to talk, Sloaters, what was that movement there pre-Big Pink there? Kind of like a little morph ball, mock ball jump check over that first or the second Zila. That was awesome. How did you avoid it?
I don't know, Hockey. I kind of blacked out, to be honest with you.
Just complete skill, just playing on autopilot right now. Oh my goodness gracious. So that was Big Pink. We picked up a missile pack and the charge beam. Charge beam is going to be essential for this category and the next category featuring our very own exact science later on tonight. But Sloaters is going to be making the first major deviation from the intended route. Now, this is the biggest sequence break, I feel like, at least in the beginning of the game. Instead of going down the red tower, she's going to go up the red tower and grab the power bombs very early. And as if that isn't enough, exact, what's she going to do after grabbing those PBs?
Well, she's going to take those PBs, and rather than bringing them back down red tower, is going to take them straight up to Wrecked Ship and take on Fantoon with basically no protection. Like just that Terminator energy tank and no suits. So a very scary Fantoon fight, but as I said earlier, that's going to let her collect the gravity suit, which will let her route much more efficiently through the entire rest of the game.
Yeah, this is. I feel like this is the crux of the category. This is what really blew open any percent and pushed the world record time from a very respectable mid 44 all the way down to a mid 40. We're talking 4 minutes in the past, give or take 10 years, give or take 1 or 2 years. It's been absolutely mind blowing to see how far this game has been taken.
Absolutely. And how to like consider how far it still has to go. We still definitely don't know anything about this beautiful pile of garbage.
Well spoken. Oh, Sloaters taking a little bit extra damage there, but this is an incredibly hard trick. You got 2 options to cross the moat here. The continuous wall jump. This looks pretty good.
That's the first frame.
Oh,
okay.
So close. So close to getting that continuous wall jump.
We're a bit short, and so now the horizontal bomb jump back up here. All right, that close, but this is just like actually the worst room in the game. In Fantoon first routes is what I maintain.
Oh no!
Oh, that was a scam.
It's like, why do we do this? Why? Like, I think this is probably the first thing that. All right, there we go. Very
beautiful.
Nice. That one was very clean.
With the horizontal bomb jump back up. The backups are 10 times as hard as the mainline strats in this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, like sometimes you lose your setup and you need to do something really janky to stay alive.
For real. Gotta love it. But now, as if the challenge of crossing the moat exact was not enough, now Sloaters has to fight the aforementioned Fantoon, boss of the wrecked ship, on incredibly limited resources.
Yeah, so like I said, she's going to be working with just that one energy tank, which isn't even 97 is a bit lower than you want to be here because without suits, Fantoon does 40 per hit. And so your goal is to get in here with at least 121 so you can survive 3 hits. So depending on the drops here, Sloaters may have to play it a little bit careful.
Ooh, that's pretty good Doppler opener there, that mid pattern. Whew. Tough fight though, did have to tank a hit. Ooh, the double mid. Oh! Was never worried.
Wow.
Never worried. Never in my life. What
that was a little sketchy.
Yeah, that was scary as hell. You're not even health bomb. Let's go.
That's incredible. Gonna have great drops. Great resources.
Kind of wish I had a health bomb now.
just farm the atomics.
Yeah. Standard new route Fantoon drops.
Mostly power bombs and a couple missiles. Oh my gosh. Yeah, resource management is just so vital, especially with these Fantoon first categories.
Yeah, and so here we get to see this is probably my favorite room in Fantoon first categories. Or at least in Fantoon first any percent. I think that this wrecked ship main shaft is so much like in KPDR there's you get your speedy jump jank, and this is just clean platforming, and it's really nice. All right, now here we go through the attic. We have to kill every one of these enemies to advance. So Sloaters getting through very cleanly, farming up some energy, which is nice. We're coming up on bowling, which is another big hurdle. towards like this is like basically the final check before you can actually play the game. So we have to, the only way that we have at this point in this category to cross the bowling spikes is by jumping. And so the spikes do 60 with no suits. And so Sloaters has 2 jumps here. There's 1 and there's 2.
Wow.
Very, very nice, making it into the Chozo's hands even. So yeah, this here is the our bowling cutscene is a nice place to just take a sip of water, stretch your hands for the like 20 seconds or so. I forget exactly how long like this part of the inactive part of the cutscene is, but it's less time than you think though. Like you think you can go ahead.
Probably
Great.
feels like an eternity if you've played this game as much as Sloaters, but so I like to see you staying hydrated there, Sloaters. I don't want you, you know, getting dehydrated.
That's right.
Right, and so now we have the gravity suit, which in vanilla Super Metroid is kind of overpowered. So it gives you full heat immunity, full like environmental and like normal damage resistance, even without Varia. And so Slithers is going to be taking 25% of the damage that she was before, and no damage from lava. Basically, you almost wouldn't need Varia if it weren't for Mother Brain. That's how good gravity is in vanilla.
So close. Dear Force devs, we were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. Still have to pick up Varia, but it's faster than picking up the would-be requisite 6 energy tanks as opposed to 3. So, and we do have to still fight Kraid, so it's not a total loss.
Yeah, it's far from the worst case scenario. It's just like a required item, like your morph ball or your bombs. Right, coming down the red tower here, and so a key difference here between the optimal versions of both boss orders is that KPDR does not pick up Spazer, unless some people do pick up Spazer doing Kraid first, but optimally you don't. PRKD needs it because PRKD just goes from Meridius straight to Turian, and therefore is not going to pick up the Plasma Beam. So this is a pretty significant damage boost. With just Ice and Wave, you're doing 180 with charge shots. So yeah, less than 2 missiles. Whereas when you add Spazer to that, your charge shots do the same as a super.
Which is when I ran this game for about a week. That is precisely why I picked up Spazer for the dragon fight, to do a super's worth of damage per charge shot. It's tough. It's tough only having a third of the damage output. Pretty much triples the length of the Ridley and the Mother Brain fight if you stuck to beams only. But Sloaters has quite a few tricks up her sleeve, wouldn't you say, Zach?
I would say so. Like one of the things that makes PRKD or like PKRD, like the Fantune first any percent routes, very interesting to me is that like you have your movement set is like speed and high jump boots, and so like that's it. You don't have space jump to fall back on. Like you don't have any other movement. So it's just about like using those cleanly to get through the game. And like there are places that require a lot of precision, and where if you mess up, you're like dead, which is exciting. But exciting is one way to put it, I guess. But so yeah, this is we're going through here in Upper Norfair, going on that initial shopping trip.
Oh, shoutouts to Twinmo. Got to shop till we drop, exact, and Sloaters is doing it.
Yep, this is a marathon shopping spree. You actually pick up more here in new route than you do in old route, because optimally new route is going to get ice late, so well after the initial Norfair shopping. But we're not coming back to Norfair. Sloaters is going to take all of these items that she's picking up on clearance, and she's going to head straight down and kill Ridley in Lower Norfair, and then never have to come back to this entire area ever again.
What a beautiful experience. What a beautiful thought to only do a single Norfair dip, because Norfair is the largest section of the game. It's got superheated rooms. It's got so many enemies and traps and difficult platforming sections. And on top of that, its lower section is like the proving ground for Samus as a bounty hunter, Chozo trained. It's just culminating in a very, very challenging boss fight. So, oh, love those waiver stairs floaters, delaying that wall jump to climb Bubble Mountain and dethrone King Cac. My goodness, floaters is looking terrific right now.
Okay, and so yeah, now we're gonna pick up the go fast item, speed booster. That is going to let us move faster, and in conjunction with those high jump boots, jump higher if we have a running start. Fun fact, without speed booster, running has absolutely no effect on your jump height, which flabbergasted me when I first learned it.
It's so counterintuitive. Run faster, jump higher. That's every platforming game that's ever been made, except this one. Come on.
I was convinced. I just not want to believe it. All right, so yes, that farm leaving the speed bugs is where, like right now, you were talking about resource management earlier, Hockey. These super missiles particularly are very, very important for sloaters to have in Lower Norfair, because unlike categories where you've got the plasma beam to fight Ridley and it only takes 20 shots, her charge wave spacer beam, wave ice spacer beam, takes 60 shots on its own to kill Ridley. So she's going to be killing him with a combination of the beam shots and ammo. And Ridley takes double damage from supers. So each super is worth 2 beam shots and is fired in a sixth of the time. So you want to have as many supers as possible fighting Ridley. And those speed bugs will often not give them to you because they're scammers.
Complete scammers. Those bugs called me last week exact and asked me about my car's extended warranty. Can you believe that?
Unfortunately, I could, Hockey. That's just the sort of world that we live in on Zebas.
This is indeed the world we live in, but this is one of the most challenging tricks in the entire route. This is the Lava Spark. Short charge into a Shine Spark stored damage boost off of the Namahe.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was worried for a second there.
I said it before, just like during the Fed Tune fight. I was never worried. Never worried. But no, Eden, she's not to the hilt yet with supers, but she will be. She will be to the hilt. She will have chock-a-block supers and missiles going into Ridley, but not yet. And as if the Lava Spark wasn't hard enough exact, what about this onslaught of difficult rooms down here in Lower Norfair?
Yep, it's just one after the other. There's this fast pillar short charge here, very difficult trick. Absolutely nailed. The worst room in the game right here. You have to, like I was saying, use that speed booster and high jump and make very, very precise jumps to avoid these pirates. Having like just under 100 energy is not unusual here, and the enemies in this part of the game do a lot of damage. Pirates and key hunters are both 50 to gravity suit. The Skigas do a relatively cuddly 40.
Just a little tickle. Especially compared to those red key hunters that we see here in the red key hunter ship.
Alright, actually Slitter's getting scammed on a drop there, unfortunately. Those key hunters can sometimes drop you an extra super, which is really nice. But that Shine Spark is a strat that saves time not only by like getting those drops and getting the key hunters out of the way, but also because they're dead, reducing the lag from the power bombs. And now through the wasteland here, very nice double KO.
Double KO.
All right, and so now using these speed booster echoes, like another. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. None?
And one from the first one.
One might as well be none.
Like,
come on.
Honestly, one is worse. Like, it's somehow more insulting.
One is worse. No, it's trapped in the wall. This game. All right, well, Sloaters has had phenomenal movement, and now it all culminates in this beam and super fight against Ridley here. So 300 per shot with this beam combination, 600 per super. And Ridley's got 18,000 HP.
Yeah, and so with this, so every 3 missiles is equal to 1 beam shot. So we've got 6 of them there. And then it's, I'm trying to do math on the screen. That's a terrible idea.
Per 2 beam shots.
Yeah, so we're out 2,400 damage. So we have to do 8 extra beam shots compared to what we would otherwise, which is like a pretty significant length of time. It's probably close to 10 seconds.
Yeah, especially with Ridley swooping, if you can't get him manipulated into that pogo pattern. But Sloater's playing it pretty safe, taking a little bit of damage, but still looking good. Already has the first color change, first of 2 color changes on Ridley. Ridley starts to get more and more aggressive in his actions and moveset as the fight goes on. So now Sloater switching to super is going to deliver a fusillade and finishes off Ridley in no time flat. Oh my goodness, what a fight.
All right. So, yeah, now we're going to see Sloater's pause here. We are taking off the ice and spacer now because we're actually going to be doing some special beam attacks coming up in Meridia after we go through and like kill Kraid. He's a bit of a footnote in this category.
Yeah. High Kraid by Kraid, and that's it. But I like this. I know this is not having to do with Meridia or special beam attacks, but I love this E-tank pickup, the Ridley tank from Sloaters. This is a great marathon or race safety here. It's okay to 4-tank it, although Sloaters might skip the boat to an E-tank for all I know. We'll just have to wait and see. But you mentioned the special beam attacks, exactly. I want to hear more about those.
Yeah, so basically another kind of hidden technique that you only get told about in the little intro videos after you've beaten the game as kind of a little Easter egg. If you only have a single beam equipped and charge a shot for 2 seconds with power bombs selected, it does a special little attack, and the wave beams attack the X Factor is particularly powerful. But we can come back to here. This Key Hunter shaft up is a very scary room. If those guys get in your way, but Sloater's doing a beautiful manip, getting them like right out of the way, no problems. Pseudo screwing through these flames here. Avoiding the trip.
The great gatekeeper here, exact, the 3 musketeers. But Sloaters has an abundance of energy. It's almost no danger here.
Yeah, if she wanted to, she could tank a hit from all 3 and still be perfectly fine. But she's not gonna.
A single hit. I love it.
Like, well, why would she bother?
Yeah, you just slow her down. Like, if you could do it, do it. It's huge Norfair escape. Lovely to see. Way to go, Sloaters.
Yeah.
And the ball boost. Oh.
Very, very nice. Let's go.
This is really special. Love to see this category. Have watched Sloaters for many years. She is, like I said at the beginning, my favorite Super Metroid runner. Been terrific to watch.
Yeah, let's see. Our resources here are looking all right. The energy is very good thanks to that Ridley tank. Which I agree, just like an excellent racer marathon safety for sure. Just like, it does not cost you very much time, and if it lets you get out of Lower Norfair and complete the run, it's worth it, you know?
No question, especially in a no reset situation like a race or a marathon. But exact, I feel like we're not quite being put on blast, but maybe we're remiss in not mentioning Sloater's power bomb count here. I think it's fine. What do you think?
One is not ideal here. You know, I think we still haven't seen crate drops, so there's no reason to panic quite yet. But you do need power bombs for this Meridia segment. You need 3 to be able to get through every power bomb obstacle that you need to before leaving Meridia.
I just want to note, Kraid gave me a health drop. This is so messed up.
What in the world?
Some of the worst drop luck ever.
Supers, where are your supers?
She'll get him on the way out, exact. It's fine.
Oh, well, there's the friggin' power bombs.
Get 4 of those.
So yeah, I don't think we need to comment on the power bomb count anymore.
But no supers. Oh my
Not
God.
a single super from Grade.
Oh, that's so weird. Oh my gosh. But she can just top it off here. How much she gonna get from mini crate again?
4?
Yeah.
5? She waits for. All right. I am honestly surprised that was not a big health.
That was
after
not
you waited
zero
for
again.
Yeah, that big health 0.39% chance.
0.39. 0.39.
0.39.
It's just your lucky day, Sloaters. We didn't even have a chance to mention Craig Quick Kill. Well, it happened. Moving on to Maria.
All right, so this is like one of Meridia is my favorite area in the game. I think that the technical movement here is really, really interesting. Oh, very nice turn. Sloaters jumped a little bit early there, and to correct it, did a turnaround so that she didn't lose her momentum bonking the ledge. And got up the room much faster than if she bonked. And just blazing through Everest and Crabshaft. Excuse me. And here is the aqueduct. Blink and you miss it.
Yeah, Sloaters turn on the afterburns here in the back half of this race, or this route, I should say.
All right, so like I said, here we're gonna see the use of the first one of the 2 special beam attacks here. So Sloaters is going to do a setup that you don't really see anymore.
Oh my God, that was sick.
Very nice.
What a bad pattern, but it was so well handled.
Yeah, and you know, I think we'll see. Okay, she is gonna pick it up.
I wanted to do the funniest thing ever and hype hockey up for a Yahtzee and then just run right through it. But I didn't have the heart.
Sloaters. It's not like you've never done anything like that in our past.
I think that would have been hilarious, but
Oh, hockey, I'm gonna do this just for you, so you can say Yahtzee, and then vroom. Speaking of vroom, look at Sloaters go, sparking across
very
the
nice.
Coliseum. The full half, yes, it's affectionately called.
Oh my word!
No,
Was that a
it
power
can't
bomb?
be.
That was a power bomb.
It can't be. It can't. Ian's going crazy in chat.
What is going on?
What are the odds of that? What are the odds of a PV drop?
Low. They're low.
Okay, so 3.9, so
4%.
10 times that of mini crate.
Yeah.
10 times more likely. I think that's not that big a deal. But what about this fight? What about Dragon? What about the 1-2 combination?
There's our second X Factor there, and some Shine Sparks. Dragon, the only boss damaged by Shine Sparks. And very nice cleanup with the 3rd spark here. First try Spike Suit too.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't quite call that 2 in blue. That was more 3 in blue, 2.5 in blue, but still get it. Still converts the blue suit to a spike suit. Sloaters will be able to reverse full half-E across the Coliseum. Exact, this has just been so lovely to watch. It's a shame that we're on nearing the end of it, but it's just been wonderful to watch Sloaters execute so well in this category.
Yeah. It's a shame about the super drops that the game has been scamming her with, but like at this point, this isn't too far out of the ordinary. There's still some places to get drops. Our resources should end up looking fine here. And so we're gonna be yeah, unlike in KPDR where you have to go down and head back into Norfair, we've already done Norfair. We're done with all the bosses. We're just going to the end, so we can just go out the top of Meridia here. Sloaters is gonna be all right. Just you can jump like just perfectly to that little 2-tile platform. Which all right, we're gonna farm some bugs. All right, there's some supers finally.
My goodness. Sloaters, what are you worried about? Just reload the last Metroid room like, 2, 3, maybe even 4 times. Whatever it takes.
You're not wrong. It's an option.
Sloaters like, don't put that evil on me, Aki. You take that back. You hold your tongue.
Like, I feel like reloading Metroid Spore is just like, that just feels like a sin as a Super Metroid runner.
Feels like a sin.
It's just like there's something not right about only killing 2 of these Metroids and coming back to.
God, that's so funny. I don't know why that just hit me in the funny bone. Exact. That was so good. Got to go to confession if you don't kill all the Metroids in Room 4. Oh my God. Jeez, oh Pete. Anyway. But that won't. Honestly, I don't think that's gonna have to happen. I think Sloaters gonna turn her drop luck around right now, starting with Metroid Room 1, going to Torian.
Yep, and so now we get to sit and just watch the little rumbly statue cutscene here. This is the most substantial break that it's maybe the same length as the Leaving series cutscene. I can't remember which one is longer, but it's like a really significant break before the end of the game that's sometimes very welcome because you need to, like, especially on a good pace, you need to like cool off. But like, no matter what, Turian's always going to be stressful. So
No question, no question. Love those horizontal bomb jumps too, Sloaters on the G4 statue.
It's a good place to practice.
It's those are gorgeous. So yeah, this is a gauntlet of a different type exact. Not so much movement, Cedric, although the movement is important through these rooms, but mostly it's just the efficient slaying of all the Metroids.
Yep. So in each of these rooms, we need to kill every one of the Metroids in order to open the door and proceed. What in the world?
Wait a minute. What is going on here? Really?
This
Game,
is the most,
why are you doing this?
This is the most malicious garbage I've ever seen.
Oh, I put that evil on you, Sloaters. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Hockey.
I hope you get what you need this time through. Whew.
There we go.
Okay. Full resources.
I hate this game.
I love that you hate it, exact.
It's like, what? The entire run.
It
Like,
just makes you just want to go. Looney Tunes RNG, absolutely deranged. But we still have to skip the baby here. And Sloater's using another classic strategy, the anti-clockwise movement of the baby Metroid.
all right. So we are through here. And now we're just gonna proceed through, blow everything up with supers, and then it's on to fight Mother Brain.
Yeah, Mother Brain consists of 3 phases, the first of which only takes damage from munitions, from projectiles. Beautiful Zeb skip there, standard strat there, ice Zeb skip. But yeah, beams do not work on Mother Brain 1, so that's why the resources are so important.
Yep. With this much ammo, because she picked up that 4th pack of missiles, Sloaters can miss up to 5 missiles worth. So either 5 missiles or 2 missiles, 1 super. Doesn't miss any of that, so has these 3 missiles as to take the place of a charge shot and save about half a second.
A half a second saved is a half a second saved.
That's very true, Hockey. And so in this fight, we are going to be counting to 60. It's you know, this fight, it's not the most exciting fight in the game for sure. I think that title usually goes to Ridley. But it can be very, very tense, especially if you're on like kind of lower energy. Because if you're doing 3 tank in this fight, a single ketchup will kill you. Because you need to be above 300 when Mother Brain does that rainbow beam attack. Otherwise, she will unavoidably kill you.
Wow, Mother Brain definitely was not playing around this time exact, but Sloaters did an amazing job dodging all of those projectiles and into the catch-up phase now where Mother Brain's actions become a little bit more predictable.
Yep, that first catch-up is the one that can sometimes get you, because sometimes she'll throw it out at a very arbitrary time. But Sloater's dodging that like very effectively, damaging down, and now we are through the second phase of the Mother Brain fight, and now get, I guess this is probably the longest break that you're gonna get in any percent. As the baby Metroid comes and latches onto Mother Brain's head, while Samus watches impatiently, trying to remember if she added the extra 2 minutes to the parking meter or not.
Gotta talk to the Zebus impound to get her ship back.
Yeah, like that kind of makes the escape timer a little bit tighter.
That's right. Can't sign these documents in triplicate fast enough. Can't get the visa out fast enough. Oh, but this has been terrific, Sloaters. It's always a treat to watch and commentate a Super Metroid run, but especially when it's somebody as near and dear to all of us in the community. It's been really wonderful to watch, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's not
really
over,
have.
and I'm talking like it's over, but I wanted to get all my sappy stuff out of the way during the cutscene.
Well, I was mentally over it maybe 30 minutes ago, so here we are.
12 minutes in.
I mean, that's what June.
It's gotta be post Fantoon, right?
Yeah, right around there.
Did a 2-round. It was a great Fantoon fight.
Well, I mean, that's about when the resources gave out.
That's true. The RNG was not aligned with the stars and the planets this race. I keep saying race, I'm so sorry. Sloaters is racing, but she's racing against herself.
All right, so now we see the 3-minute escape timer. Like I said, the series station I kind of look at as like a prelude because it gives you that escape sequence, and then
Oh.
you come back and echo that here at the end of the game, just sort of like tie everything back together. I think it's a very effective storytelling technique without dialogue.
Yeah, I never considered it, but it makes perfect sense, exact, to bookend the game like that. That's so interesting. Like I said, I've never really watched this game though before today, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, you seem to be fairly knowledgeable, so like, good on you for that. You must have done your homework or something.
Have I ever? Exactly. One more spark here.
Oh, no.
Bonk both the escape sparks. Sloaters, you legend. Incredible.
Yeah, it still goes.
Still gonna get the 44 too. That's the amazing part.
I think I have to save the animals.
Oh, Eden!
I believe.
What have you done to us?
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna be close. I think she can do it. Come on, Jen, cheer on. She can get the sub. She can get the 44. Oh, it's so close.
I think there's just one too many door transitions.
Oh no, the doors, not the doors. Oh, mere seconds away. 45 is still an amazing time with saving the animals.
Yeah, that's. I can't believe. Oh, what do we got here?
We gotta do it.
She's going for it.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, this is so good. Yes.
Oh,
One more.
one more try.
One more. Oh my gosh, avoiding the steam to get the short charge.
Nope.
Oh, so close.
There it
GG Sloaters with an official Eden Sissant marathon time of 45:37. GG's.
Thank you.
GG Sloaters. That was that Lower Norfair escape particularly was like really, really fun to watch. So
Well, I'm glad you got some enjoyment out of it. It was a very wild ride that whole time, and I'm still a little jaw dropped about some of the drops that transpired, but it was a good time. So thank you for joining me.
hey, maybe I'll get the super drops and like not die in somewhere stupid in Lower Norfair trying to farm supers.
I think
I
you
don't
may
know.
have my super drops. I think they were misplaced and put into your run, so I expect
Oh my god.
a lot more favorable RNG on your end.
I really hope so, because if they took my supers too, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Then I'll fire up and I'll have all the supers to myself. But no, really, that was terrific, Sloaters, and it's going towards such an amazing cause. We got a UK-based charity, 2 US-based charities. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Donate if you can, but we love that you're here supporting and being a good ally in many different ways, not just financially. But we have a very exciting. We have more Super Metroid action coming. We have a very exciting category, low percent ice, run by the one and only Exact Science, and I believe it'll be Sloaters and I on commentary. So, how exciting!
Yeah, I am very excited and hope that I can do Lower Norfair as competently as Sloaters did. We'll see.
I believe.
I believe too, Exact. You got this.
All right, so I am gonna take a couple of minutes and prepare myself for that run, but I will be back shortly with all of you, I guess, or I can wait until the end of the credits. Why not?
That's right. We do have to. It's tradition. We all have to yell "Deer Force" when it shows up on screen.
Yeah, make sure you get your deer forces ready in chat.
Yeah, just have to make sure she did 91%.
What did I
That's
miss?
impossible.
That's
What did
impossible.
I miss?
So good. I sometimes forget about that clip, and then I'm reminded of it. It's like, oh, it's one of the best moments in Super Metroid speedrunning history.
I think my favorite part is the Z-SNES interface
Yeah.
at the end of the clip.
Oh, how far we've come.
All right, here it comes. Get ready. Dear Force.
Dear
Your
Force.
Force.
There we go. We did it.
21%.
21%. That's impossible. What did you miss? It's another 79 items.
All right. Well, with that, we'll give Exact a little bit of time to get ready, and we'll be right back with her low percent run. So make sure you stick around, chat.
All right. See y'all soon.